He was my life.
Bobby and Betsy Salcido had everything going for them. He was a high school vice principal, newly elected to the school board, and about to get his PhD. She had just finished medical school, about to realize her dream of becoming a doctor. He was 33, she was 26. They had so many plans.
We were going to go home and spend New Year's Eve.
Over the holidays, the Salcidos traveled to Betsy's hometown, Gomez Palacio in Durango, Mexico. They'd visited many times before to see her family and spend time with old friends. But in recent years, the town began to change. Warring drug cartels moved in, and narco violence hit a fever pitch. The gun battles are so common in the town and throughout the state, they're all over YouTube. Betsy noticed this transformation.
When I went there, when you're there, you can feel the danger.
But Gomez Palacio is where Betsy grew up, where her family lives. She wasn't about to stop going. She and Bobby were married there, and over the years, he raised thousands of dollars to help the town.
He found the funds, the resources to send an ambulance.
Donations to orphanages and collected old boots, jackets from fire departments here, sent them down there.
The Salcidos loved Gomez Palacio. They never imagined the violence in Mexico would ever touch their lives.
10 bodies found here, 16 bodies found here, beheaded, this and that. People held hostage, and you're like, well, obviously they're involved in something.
I used to say that all my friends, and they were telling me how scared they were of going out like before. And I used to say, don't worry, if you're not involved in anything, they don't have to look for you. They don't look for normal people.
Betsy Salcido doesn't believe that anymore. These photos were taken on December 30th, the last day of Bobby Salcido's life.
We just wanted to have a good time.
They went to this restaurant with a group of friends, medical students and attorneys.
We were laughing, and we were just about to go when men got in.
Were they masked men?
I couldn't see anything. I just saw my husband lying down, and that's when I understood that something was happening. So I lay down on the floor and covered my face. The next thing I saw or heard is that they were taking all the men. I was so scared that I don't even remember. I was just praying for us, for him, because they were going to take us too.
Instead, she told me, the gunmen seized the women's identification and left them huddled face down on the ground. Then, she says, she heard the men being hustled out of the building.
The next day, they told us that they were found together.
All 6 men, including Bobby Salcido, were brutalized and murdered, their bodies dumped near a canal. Juan Salcido traveled to Mexico last week to claim his brother's body. He said he was surprised by the local reaction.
They even told us, tell the people over there, don't come here. We know our tourism's going to suffer. We know we're going to have less income, but tell them not to come here. They won't be safe.
Bobby's brother Carlos recalls the last time they talked.
He's all, man, your son just said the best thing to me. Tell Bobby. And he went over and he just paused and says, I love you. And that was the last thing my son said to him.
The day we found out, when I got home that night, there was a check in the mail from Bobby to my son for his college fund. And they were just almost like as a sign, I passed, but here's the check.
On the day Bobby Salcido's body returned home to the United States, 4,000 people filled a high school stadium to celebrate his life. Thelma Gutierrez, CNN, El Monte, California.